But the personal life from work life, and I debate people with this all the time. They'll ask about what about work-life balance? And I'm like, well, there's no such thing as work-life balance. Sometimes you're gonna work more than you have time for personal shit. And sometimes you're gonna spend more time on personal shit than you do on work shit. Just make sure that in the scheme of like a week balances out.
Yeah.
Right. Because I think people look at work life, and I'm using quotes, work life balance, and they want it to work every day, every hour. And it's a thing that they repeat every day. And the reality is, and you know this, that ain't how it works.
Yeah.
Some days you got to work 20 hours. If you're in this life, if you're in this life of working for yourself or building something, some days you got to work 20 hours. Some days you got to spend 20 hours with your family because shit's going wrong at home.
Right. And I think that's where people struggle, is when the balance is tilted to one side or the other for too long. I think that's when you start experiencing problems, whether
Yeah,
it's in your
100%,
relationship
100%.
or let's say you're at home all the time because you're dealing with family stuff.
And then the people at work are like, where you been?
Your business will probably suffer. So I think it's about like the how long can you be at
Yep.
one or the other side worth of balance before you need to tilt that scale back a little bit.
And like in relationships, you need little, I don't want to use the term red flags, but you need little markers or things that you can notice where like, okay, those things have happened twice. Something's up. You know what I mean? Like you need those things professionally and personally.
Yeah.
You need to pay attention, just like in your body. If you know, like, if you got not sleeping, you know that like, okay, well, I get headaches. Like, why am I getting headaches? Check your sleep. You've been up for like, you only gotten 3 hours of sleep for 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
There you go. Work on that. Headaches go away. It's sort of the same sort of a thing, I think, where you got like symptoms, pay attention to the symptoms, I think. You know what I mean? Like have some markers professionally, have some markers personally. Probably a good idea. But also, and that's what I tell people, just change the scope of time that you're looking at. Because most of the time people are looking micro and they're not looking macro.
Yeah.
I sounded like Gary Vee there, didn't I?
A little bit.
But you're focused on the day to day and not the week to week or the month to month.
Yeah.
I
like that. So I agree with all that. I have made some changes in my work life to accommodate some needs I have in my personal life.
Mm-hmm. And that's what the power of being self-employed can give you.
It is. It was hard, and I still struggle with it today. But so, and I will say that, there are some folks. Most folks don't do this well. Our buddy Matt Vady, who runs a company called Guru, and we've done a lot of work together. It's really interesting. He does not ever work after 5 p.m. He's building and growing a very significant company that still needs him every day, right?
Yeah.
He never works past 5 p.m. And I like that. And that is a change that I have begun to make. Back on, because sort of back on like my why. I mean, I'm not doing this because I want a bunch of money. I'm doing this to serve people and to support my family. And so when my family needs me there, when that attention is required, it's a change that you need to make. And so my wife and I had several conversations around this, and things had been out of balance for a long time, especially because things were bad. Like when the things are bad, yes, you're the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, that's the point.
Right. But it was like chronic, right? It was for a couple of years where it was like struggle bus. Right. And I wasn't at home as much as I wanted to. And so we've made that change. I have to be honest with you. It has gotten a lot easier now to do it. And it was when I made the decision to do it, it wasn't because she needed me to. Like it was I need to make a commitment. I need to send a signal, to your point, to my family that we matter more than this thing.
Yep.
Not every day, we communicate. Some days I've got to work late. We've got an event, whatever.
Yep.
But through actions, I wanted her to see.
Yeah. You got to make them know it. I think we think that they need, or people need to see something all the time. And it really isn't that much.
No. Yeah.
The bar is kind of low, actually. It's just got to be like, to the other word, it's got to be genuine.
So let's keep rocking with
Yeah,
this
man.
one. I think this would be a good one for you.